roast beef and collards tasty. Roast tender turkey so sweet. Topped with gravy. So sweet, yes they are. And you provide sweet tea. Oh, great is your cooking towards me. Now let's say
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode. I'll see you in the morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. I'm excited about being here this morning, man. Good times with good people. If you are, this is your first time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold. If you have watched before and you're saying to yourself, man, I feel like watching it one more time. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that, man. I do. What we do on this show, man, is we get up in the morning, 7 something. Hey, it was see you in the morning. Now it's see you when I see you. But I get up and try to make it before 7:30. That's my major goal. Try to come in before 7:30 and give y'all just way too much that's going on in my life. I talk about way too much. Way too much. I got to just tell y'all all my little business. Put it all here in the streets. But man, people seem to enjoy it. And so that's what we do. We come out here and do it every morning. That only thing that's gotten this structure, the only thing that does not change on this show is only thing that doesn't change on this show is me getting up and speaking. The first thing I do, man, if I ain't sleep with you, I speak with you. And the first 3 people who speak to me get the M&Ms, the mythical medals. They get a way to feel like they're somebody. Go ahead and do the morning screen clean. We do that. Blah, 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 blah. Screen clean. So we get up and then I speak. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by giving out the bronze medal. The bronze medal today goes to Melissa Kuther. Good morning, Melissa. Ooh, got my eye red like I smoke weed. Just one eye rub got me out here looking like a kindergartner with pink eye. Melissa Kuther is out here with the bronze today. The silver goes to Betty Burnett, and the gold goes to Trouble. I don't even know how we ended up with letting Trouble win the gold this morning. I blame y'all. Y'all got to do better. We can't let her win the gold, but we know out of all the days that she's going to tune in and she's going to be on time, it's going to start with a Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be her day. She's going to be on time on a Wednesday. Hook or crook. So good morning, Marche Trouble Copeland, Betty Burnett with the silver, Melissa Kuther with the bronze. Also here this morning is Ida, Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Lisa's here. I've got a date with Lisa. Tony Too Tall Fogels in the building. Lakeisha said it best. If you can't hump the one that you love, hump the one that you're with. Brachelle's in the building. Steve's in the building. Eminem, anytime, any place. Or Emmy time, Emmy place, huh? Because of the M's, Emmy time, Emmy place. Franita Dolores, Big Dennis. I was about to say something else, but I'm not going to call you that, Dennis. But that's what I would call myself. If I was you, if anybody asked me what my name was, I'd be like, you know who I am, Big D. That's what I would tell people every time. Every time, I'd be like, you know who you want, Big D. I would answer the phone like that. I'd be like, hi, you looking for Big D? Even if I knew who it was, I'd just be like, hey, you looking for Big D? That's what I would say every time. Telemarketer call, be like, hey, Big D here. Huh? Come on now. Every time. Every time. Good morning, Rhonda. I gotta send her a cash app today. I forgot all about it yesterday because my mind is bad. Good morning, Lasha Unda. Marche's going on vacation. Oh, okay. Who goes on vacation right before Thanksgiving? That's something else. That's something. PP Patricia Pippin, my very good friend, business partner, little big sister. Tam is in the building. Katrina, how you doing? Sonya Best, good morning. Everybody's in the building today. So we're gonna start off because you know the show starts weird, and I just be having weird stuff to talk about. First and foremost, don't forget to come out to the show on Sunday after next. One night only at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. Make sure y'all are in there, man. One thing I haven't done yet, I've done a lot of things, been a lot of places, seen a lot of things, accomplished a lot in my lifetime. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, which is not true. I'm actually afraid of all three. But one thing I haven't done yet is sell out the Funny Bone. So that's my goal. Help me sell out the Funny Bone. Come out, buy a ticket. Even if you ain't coming, just buy a ticket. Bring a friend. Bring them family members that's coming into town for Thanksgiving. Bring them. They ain't got nothing else to do. What you gonna do? Y'all gonna go to the casino? I know. You gonna go out there Thanksgiving and blow all your money. Black Friday is gonna be a little different this year. It's gonna be better on Black Friday because now we got a casino. People can go out there and try to make a little change. They're gonna do a little something strange for some change this year. Don't let that be your don't let that be the reason why you don't come out unless you win and then you buy tickets for everybody. But make sure y'all come out. Tickets are available right now. vb.funnybone.com is where you get tickets. Don't be the traditional what this area does and wait till the last minute. That's when you know that you somebody here. If they buy your tickets early, you somebody. If that thing sells out 2-3 weeks, month before, you somebody special. I'm not special yet. I'm not special. I ain't sold out 2-3. Now, come Saturday, Sunday morning, watch how I pick up. Watch how people pay for it when they get there. It's gonna pick up. There's gonna be some door traffic, but we want to go ahead and try to get that thing sold out early so we know how many waitresses we got to bother on Thanksgiving weekend. That's what we're going to. That's exactly what we're going to. Good morning, Myru. Not your Ru, it's Myru. Good morning. Now, I'm gonna talk to y'all about something weird. We're gonna get to hunching. Y'all, don't you worry. There's gonna be some hunching today. And I've got a very interesting hunching question. It's gonna be interesting. JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. Good morning, Candy. Good morning. But I was sitting around yesterday. I was watching TV. Was watching the television, watching it too. Good morning, Ari. I was watching TV and something came across my TV and I watched it. And it led me to a debate. And I think one of the most important things about the holiday season, about Thanksgiving, you're going to start having family and friends over. I think you start to have heated debates. There are discussions that have to be had in households. I think a lot of the problems that we have is because people don't sit and talk about these things, get these important topics discussed so that we know where to move in the future, so we know how to deal with people, so that we can get over hurt and trauma. We got to sit and we got to be informed and just discuss some of the problems in our community. And I watched this yesterday and I said this needs to be discussed. The question came to my mind and I'm like, we've got to get it out. Where am I going to have an informed group of people that can help me decide the right answer on this thing? And this is the place. This is the forum. Really quick, I watched yesterday and I need to know 5 Heartbeats or The Temptations. Which one are we going with? 5 Heartbeats or Temptations? Really the same movie. 5 Heartbeats is fictional Temptations. But which movie was better? 5 Heartbeats or the Temptations? I think I'm leaning towards Five Heartbeats. Now, Temptations they all have great things. Lakeisha's pointing out what I think may be one of the greatest lines. It was ad-libbed. It won't even written in the script. They couldn't have wrote a line as beautiful as "They ain't coming to see you, Otis. I'm selling all the records. They ain't coming to see you, Otis." That's a classic line. Now, nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall is great. My office hours. That's a great line. That I feel like going on. Listen, it really comes down when you go Five Heartbeats versus Temptations. It really comes down to to Eddie Kane versus David Ruffin. The background singers don't matter. I mean, we like Choir Boy, we like Duck, we like Light Skinned Dude, but it really comes down to who you prefer. Do you prefer Eddie Kane or David Ruffin? And that's who makes the movies. LaShonda is saying David Ruffin all day. There were so many scenes. I don't know what the music scene was like this in the 70s. But first of all, it's no way I'm taking a woman on a date during a music scene of the 70s. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. That stand up came through so strong. Nights like I've been singing every night. Nights like this, I wish the raindrops would fall. Listen, when he hit that fall, I it was the head tilt for me, and it was nights like this. I wish that raindrops would fall. So you got ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Classic line. But you also are fitting to look at how's it feel to be me. Good goo. That line there, I've done that. I've said that line so many times. Whenever I get fired from a job, I tend to go back to see who's in that position and I go ask them, how's it feel to be me? I think everybody should walk up. If you got an ex, when you see them with the new person, you should hit them with that Five Heartbeats. You should walk right up to the new person. How's it feel to be me? I think that's a disrespectful line. Now, when we're gonna talk about relationship disrespectful, there's no more relationship disrespectful line than in The Color Purple. When Mr. tells Suge Avery's man, you had it your way, I had a mine. Wait, what? I don't care how drunk we get. And I know we sitting at the dinner table together. It's your dinner table. I know we sitting at your dinner table. But it ain't no way I'm gonna let another man tell me you had it your way, I had a mine. No, I gotta shoot you. And at that time in The Color Purple, shooting people was legal. You could shoot them, put them out on the porch, and just be like, okay. It's just no way. That is the most disrespectful thing ever, especially when you talk about men, because we've discussed this before. Men never ever ever break up. Men. Let me go ahead and let y'all know. Let me let y'all in on the secret, ladies, and y'all may not know this. But once a man has gotten it, he feels as though lifetime privileges. Lifetime privileges. Betty said they was kikiing about Suge, and she was at the table. His thing, men feel a lifetime privilege. I'm breaking man code right now, but I'm just letting y'all know how men think. Men feel like lifetime privileges. Men feel like, yeah, oh no. Maybe 30 years later, they remarried, got 12 kids, whatever, and men feel like, no, I still can. Men feel like all they gotta do is call. All you got to do is call, and I did it, James. I already broke it, James. James is broken. Y'all gotta, ladies, y'all got to remember, anytime y'all yield into temptation, he feel like he can be kind and rewind anytime. That's just how the man feels. That's just a man thing. That's why stuff seems so personal to men. When men see the ex or the new the ex or the ex sees the new man, that's why usually there's immediate tension. Immediate tension. Now some men can be really mature about it. And you be like, okay, you know what? That was just a time of her life. She was on crack at that time. Whatever you got to tell yourself to make yourself feel better about who had her. We both had her. You had her your way. I had her mine. Listen, it is heartbreaking when you find out that you can't. You telling them right. You telling them right. When you feel like anytime in the thunder and rain, and you be like, bam, I can. And then she be like, oh no, you can't. That's just how you feel. They take a snatch your heart. That hits harder than the initial breakup. The initial breakup is one thing, but to find out later that you just can't, that's a worse that's 1,000. Your ego. Once you kill a man's ego, he gone. Sometimes, ladies, you'll see men make an attempt at an ex, not because he want her. He just want to make sure he still got lifetime membership. She said, now you got to stalk. It ain't even about stalking. You ain't even gonna stalk. See, that's the thing. It's not about stalking. You ain't got to have no contact, no nothing. There ain't no stalking. Now that's a whole different. That's a mental illness. What I'm talking about is we can go 35 minutes. We can go 35, 40 years. You ain't seen her. You run into her at Walmart, and you feel like right there, hey, you know what it is, huh? That's all I want to see. I want to see you go from a chunky L to a capital V. How about we do that? Hmm. Hmm. And when she be like, "Oh no, you can't," the doors are closed. Once you realize there's a padlock on it, and you don't have the key, brothers be done. I'm talking about done. See, look at James right there. James said, "A man knows right now who will and who won't. He thinks he does." And that's the thing, James. When you got a will that turns into a won't, crushes you. I've seen men broken by such. I've seen men broken. So then they go out and they try their hardest. They out there trying their hardest to get back in. They trying in there. They don't even want it. They trying to get in there. Bah, 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 bah. But it ain't working. Look at Latroy. PTL, Latroy. PTL. Marche say so do some women. Now I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's a lot of women that feel that way because women have overvalued it. Women have overvalued it. If women believe it's a limited edition. Women believe this right here. Y'all see what this is? Women believe this right here runs the world. I think it's invaluable. Now I've never had any, but I already know it's more than one out there. It's not limited edition. Y'all got to understand that. You can't throw that out there and think that's what it is. They've started wars over it. Yeah, yes, LaTroy, it's Wednesday. Get on in here. This right here, this, Black Cat. Y'all, it's been completely overvalued. I've lived 40 years out here without ever. So I already know it can be done. There's a lot of guys out here wasting their lives on it. Not gonna do it. LaTroy's calling it a bread basket. It's a bread basket now. I've thought about a lot. I've never considered it a bread basket, Jane, LaTroy. I don't know if I have a name for mine because I'm not giving it away. That's a personal choice that you've made. And having it lined with golds gotta make wiping hard. That can't be easily. That can't be an easy wipe. Lined with gold, that's got to be unnatural. And I don't know how you get through TSA. Lashun said that pocketbook. That's what they call it, a pocketbook. It's like an Arby's roast beef sandwich, is what it looks like. But yeah, you call it a pocketbook. Now, LaTroy, here's the thing. Now, once you, mm-hmm. See, I knew they was gonna try to freeze me up. Y'all saw what happened, LaTroy. I blame you, LaTroy. I blame you for the freeze up. I'm still here. We just frozen a little bit. See, here's the thing, LaTroy. I think that we gotta understand that it's not. I think a lot of people will go out and tell folk one thing, even if it ain't. But bread, it's cookies. Cookies over the bread basket. That's the question. Are we going cookies or bread basket? Once you've made the decision on what baked goods you want, do you want cookies or bread? Bread or cookies? That's the decision you got to make in life. Who or what do you want to put in there? Cookies or bread? That's the question. Put me on here. There we go. Until I get right over there. I was ready today. See, I noticed. I know what it's been trying to do. It's been trying to trick a brother up. Now, once you've made the cookies or bread decision, Oreo double stuffed or oatmeal raisin, James says. You don't want to go with the you don't want to go with the what's the ones that they call the Oreo, the Oreo, the light skin Oreo. I think the light skin Oreo is a tough one. You gotta be careful on which one you go with. You got to. You got to understand what you got going and who and where you're going. The golden Oreo. You don't want to go golden Oreo. Yeah, I thought production and IT was fixed. I don't know what happened with the two of them. The vanilla Oreo is an underappreciated Oreo. what I do know, what I am aware of, what's going on, Griff? That's my man Griff, man. Y'all pray for Griff. My man Griff went through a situation last night, man, and he also a fan of the Raiders. So there's a lot of things that's going on in his life that he's dealing with right now. So y'all pray for him. Here's the thing: you got to make conscious decisions which team you own. Well, and actually, in today's time, you don't. You can go cookies and bread. I don't know, LaTroy, if I'll ever consider myself a bread basket, and I'm not trying to butter the bread. I'm not. That's just not something that I think is important. Butter bread is horrible. Grizz, if this is my actual house, I wouldn't even speak to people. If this is my actual home, I wouldn't even say hi to people. Now that's always gonna be a problem, Larry. When they say they got cookie dough, but it turns out to be sourdough. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's the problem. You got to stay away from that, man. High yeast, it shouldn't be rising. You don't want it to be rising on its own. No, sir. Keep that yeast out of there. Now, James, now you said yeasty bread. You got to remember, we've already talked about bread being something completely different. The bread basket, LaTroy, LaTroy is in the community. So he said that he calls it a bread basket. He's not a milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. It's these baked goods. All right, man. Have a fantastic day. Love you. Is what he's saying. He's saying it's about the baked goods. But you want to stay low yeast as possible. You want to stay as low yeast as possible. Man, you want to stay private. Here's what I've learned. I learned something very important yesterday. I'm glad you're here, LaTroy. I'm glad you're here. I was scrolling yesterday. So yesterday was two traumatic experiences. Yesterday, I watched the 5 Heartbeats. If y'all weren't here earlier, we had a discussion. Which one do we prefer, 5 Heartbeats or the Temptations? It seems like 5 Heartbeats has won, which once again proves that that fiction is stronger than truth. More people are preferring 5 Heartbeats over Temptations, even though the 5 Heartbeats was based on the Temptations. But the second thing that I've realized is when I become rich and famous, I am not hiring a bodyguard. I don't care what they say. They just gonna have to attack me. Maybe I pay for the police to be there when I get there, but what I won't have is a personal bodyguard, because personal bodyguards guard your body and they know too much when you die. Sometimes before you die. If you go and look at a Tupac story, who was out there telling most of Tupac's business? The bodyguard. Now, yesterday, I'm scrolling through social media, doing what I do, and I tune in, and I see Will Smith's bodyguard is being interviewed. Now, this never happened to Whitney Houston. Kevin Costner fell in love with Whitney Houston, just pretending to be a bodyguard. Now, everybody else's bodyguards is out here giving all the personal business. Will Smith's bodyguard, and it is always a bodyguard. I tell you why. One of my favorite comedians, Richard Pryor. I learned more from Richard Pryor's bodyguard than when Richard Pryor did his own biography. Richard Pryor's bodyguard told more business about Richard Pryor than Richard did. On spot security. Nobody gets to stay daily. Now, that's difficult because you don't be able to build up any trust. But Will Smith's bodyguard, I don't know if y'all saw the interview. Will Smith's bodyguard was on an interview with some strange lady, some non-Oprah. And he got in there and he said, I walked in the room. I don't know why he was in the room. He walks in the room. Says, I walked in the room and I seen Will Smith and Dwayne Martin having anal sex. And then you was a little bit like, oh no. And so me trying to just give Will and Dwayne the benefit of the doubt, I was like, well, who's the young lady? You know, who they got in there? They got the Doublemint twins in there. Like they just decided that they would do that so they wouldn't be cheating. Because And I guess ladies, like, if would that be considered cheating if he comes to you be like, I ain't never had, yours is the only vagina I've ever had. But if he's run through a bunch of butts, if he's been through a bunch of butts, is that different? But they was like, no, he was like Will and Dwayne. And then he says Dwayne was killing Will. I was like, oh no. What's happening? He was like, he got Will bent over a couch, and he is just, and he kept saying killing. He's like, and he is killing Will. Oh, he is. Oh, Tasha K is her name. I don't even know who the young lady is. But that's exactly what he was saying, George. He was like, he was taking Will to Pound Town. He was like, he's a bit over them people's couch. And he said, and Dwayne was going to town. He was destroying Will. It was an anal assassination. He was giving Will a public enema. Now, here's my thing. And I guess you get caught in the moment. If I would have walked in, I'd have walked right out. If I'd have walked in, I'd have seen 2 pounds at the most. I'd have seen, hey, I'm out here. No, sir. Wrong room for me. I'm going out. I mean, like I ain't never came in. For you to know that he was killing Will tells me you stayed for a little bit. Now your body could have went in the shop. I've never been in the room with 2 men in a passionate wrestling match. I've never seen it. I don't watch pornography, so I haven't even seen it on that level. LaTroy, yes, LaTroy, you would have joined. We know you would have joined, LaTroy. That's kind of what you do, LaTroy. But he walked in and he watched. He was like, and I guess that's what happens. But at this point, you're no longer the Fresh Prince. You ain't the Fresh Prince no more. Now, if I'm Jazzy Jeff, I've got to come out and do a press conference immediately. If I'm Jazzy Jeff, I immediately come out and do a press conference and I explain that our friendship was always friendship. I don't even know Dwayne Martin like that. That's Gina's husband. I come out and I give a litany and list of women that I've been with just that week. It's too close. Jazzy Jeff has been way too close, too long. Jazzy Jeff has been way too close, way too long for people not to wonder, hey, Jeff, is it more than I'm the rapper, he's a DJ? Is it now he's the top and I'm the bottom? LaTroy, you called it a bread basket. He was making bread pudding. They got Dwayne Martin out there making bread pudding. Oh, I don't know if he's married with Gina no more. You know how some people, whether they married or not, they still always gonna be such and such as husband or such as wife. You know, you got friends like that too. You be like, oh, that's Tasha's wife. I mean, Tasha's husband, and they ain't been married in 30 years, but that's just how people know them. They always know them from being together. Tina always gonna be Ike's wife. He be like, oh, you talking about Ike? You talking about Ike Turner's wife? Yeah, everybody know they broke up 4,000 years ago. If you die, I kill you. I think you just get stuck there. LaTroy said Hollywood is full of stories like this. So is 757. Then he gonna drop that and roll out. It's a lot of people making bread pudding. It's a lot, ladies. I don't envy the ladies. I don't envy the ladies. Ladies, y'all got a lot to deal with. That's what ladies have to deal with the most. Ladies have to deal with, does he enjoy cake and bread? Where's he getting his carbs? That's what women are concerned about. What type of carbs is he getting? Is he getting cake or is he getting bread. Is he in the cake? Is he in the cake aisle or the bread aisle, or is he doing cake and bread? Is he taking all the is he in everything? Is he in all the baked goods? That's what ladies is worried about. That's what ladies is worried about. Ladies is worried about what kind of baked goods you want. LaTroy said he called his a bread basket. Are you getting milkshakes or bread pudding? And the Cheesecake Factory. You better worry about what kind of you better worry about this chick's fake Cheesecake Factory. Now with men, the biggest thing you got to worry about men is she once, twice, or three times a lady. Men now got to worry about the fact that some of the baddest bodies on the planet belong to Bobby. That's what men got to worry about now. If you're a grown man, that's your biggest concern. And she always been she. As you walk around now, man, it that's the biggest thing. Men got to worry about that. Men got to worry about, has she always had this? Did she buy this? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Is she a new addition? I would Joe. Everybody's always had to worry about their woman being for the streets. That's always been a concern. The oldest profession in this world is prostitution. People have always worried about. Men have always had to worry about, is his lady for the streets. You get that. That's the thing. You don't want to know her sleep number. And I ain't talking about no bed either. You don't need to know her sleep number. That's gonna drive you crazy. Don't get the sleep number. We've always concerned about women being for the streets. Now you got to know which street she's been on. Is it Sesame or Hill Street? The choice after this thing, my thought, if people could have transparent conversations about their sexual appetite, a lot of things would be easier. But unfortunately, there's not a real safe place, especially in the black community ain't for it. The black community ain't for it. Now, I do think people have moved in the year of our Lord 2023. I think a lot of us have moved towards being more open and honest. I've seen more people now accepting their truths, being who they're gonna be. I'll tell you, if you don't mind me putting your personal business out there for just one moment, LaTroy, I think people are okay with people making whatever decisions they make. LaTroy got one of the baddest baby mamas in America. I know LaTroy. I don't, not biblically, but I know LaTroy's baby mama. LaTroy got one of the baddest baby mamas in America. But he's also got a baby daddy at home. But LaTroy's also got a man at home. They still the same LaTroy. Still Virginia State's homecoming guy, all of that. But he's been able to live in his truth, and I think there's and most people accept LaTroy for who LaTroy is. His name is LaTroy. I think when you name him LaTroy, I think there's a good chance he's gonna end up with a man. When you name your baby LaTroy, I think there's a good sign. Keith said his baby daddy bad too. I don't know the husband like that. I also don't know your husband biblically. But I'm sure LaTroy out there making good decisions. LaTroy said, my mama knew. My mama felt it in the womb. She's like, oh no, he gonna like what I like. When do you have those conversations? When is it acceptable? Because here's the thing. I think a lot of ladies There's a lot of ladies in this room. I'm gonna ask y'all straight up, ladies. Nobody get offended, nobody get upset. If your man says, I love you, but I also love booty, man butt, are you still gonna be accepting of him? He be like, oh no, I'm not doing any man butt while I'm with you. But if we would ever break up, if I ever had time to myself, I'm Dwayne Martin. Or how would you feel if he was Will? If he came to you and he was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, not while we together, not now. Right now, I'm only dedicated to you. You who I'm dating, who I'm trying to get to know. But I ain't even finna lie to you, man. I've been run through like I've been run through like the Los Angeles Raiders defense, the Las Vegas Raiders defense. My holes have been hit by many running backs. Katrina says you can live in your truth without me. So I think that's what leads to people lying. If I'm not mistaken, LaTroy, you would know better than I did. I think that's what ends up making a lot of guys lie. Tam says I don't believe any of that. Oh, you don't believe the Will Smith situation? Oh no, I think the Will Smith happened. I think Will is out there. So Katrina, do you not think that's what contributes to a lot of men lying? Find your tribe in spaces that align with your values. There's so many spaces for people this day. Now there's a lot of spaces for people to go to. But I think a lot of men, and I think it's selfish. I think it's selfish for the guy to be like, I don't want to lose this lady just because I like this man. I don't want to lose a good woman because I like good men. That's not me personally. Let me just throw that out there. But there's a lot of men out there that's having that issue that they can't. Then, fellas, here's the other part about it, fellas. If your boy comes to you, your homeboy, y'all been cool since cool, and he come to you, he say, "Hey man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man, but's what I want. I'm Fleece Johnson out here. I tell a man I like shit, I want shit. Does that change your friendship?" When Jazzy Jeff found out Will Smith was getting his summertime a completely different way, once he realized that Will Smith was not only behind the mic, but the mic was behind him, does that change the relationship between Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince? Good morning, Pastor Mickey, Bishop Mickey. I know I got a lot of church people in here, so y'all need to know. All the men in church ain't men in church. There's a lot of men. There's a lot of men in church whose microphone skills are not limited to them being orators. There's a lot of them in there. There's a lot of ladies too. There's a lot of ladies in the church who got carpet cleaning businesses, but no vacuums. Boy, the comments ain't happening today. But my bad. I done went too far and asked two deep questions. These questions is going too far. Nobody wants to answer those questions. I think ladies are accepting. If a lady comes, I don't even think the relationship changes. I don't think the relationship changes with ladies. I think ladies, I think when ladies talk to ladies, I don't think they'll care. I don't think ladies will care. Like, I ain't never been a woman before. So, ladies, if your homegirl comes to you and she was like, hey, I ain't finna lie to you. I don't even want. I've got a friend And she was like, such came to me and she told me I never want another penis. Mm-mm. She went look ew, icky. It ain't changed their friendship at all. Women don't care. Women can come and be open and honest with their homegirls. They be like, hey, girl, nah. Mm-mm. You know how you like going to the hot dog stand? I prefer Arby's. Men, otherwise, they don't feel that comfort level. You can't go to your homeboy and be like, hey, man, you remember how I used to eat ice cream sandwiches? No, man, now all I want is Nutty Buddies. What do you do? So I always knew my second child was different. I would rather him be himself than try to live a life and have mental issues. That's crazy. Well, I don't want to be in the public eye then, Tam, if everybody's out there saying that's a good question. Like, and I know it's got to be all kinds of questions for me just because of my virginity. So I know people when they find out I'm a virgin, they got to be like, man, he must be hiding his sexuality. But it's woman. It's a woman that I desire. LaTroy said, imagine being 56 and in the closet. That's crazy. You done live 56 years of your life. You don't got but a short amount of time to go out and get all of whatever it is you want. That's interesting. Snoop, you said they preach during the day and live a different lifestyle at night. Now that goes both ways. There's a whole lot of preachers out there preaching during the day and then freaking at night. They go from preaching to freaking. I think that's a very that's it's some holes in this pulpit. It's some holes in this house of God. There's some holes in this house of God. There's some holes in this house. Um, so a lot of preachers, because a lot of women are attracted to the power, the success, the leadership of preachers. So they out there, they throw the draws for Jesus. There's a whole lot of them, but there's a whole lot of them out there getting it in the evenings too. It's a lot of people, man, that with two jobs, man. They not only whatever their natural occupation is, they also butt pirates. Listen, I might. This is probably why I never get invited to the Hampton Ministers Conference, but I already know it's a lot of man cheeks getting taken. It's a lot of man on man butt sex happening at that thing is wrong. I'm staying a lot away from there. And see, here's James. And see, I think this is why the sexuality piece is so difficult, right? Because we got people who have these very, very, very strong feelings about it. We make excuses for these perverted lifestyles and never confront the issue we were never created to want the same sex. And we end up with this in our belief system. So then you end up with people who do feel like they want to have same sex relations, feeling like I can't express that I want to have same sex relations because I'm gonna be ostracized, criticized, and all kinds of eyes. So a lot of people live outside of that, and it creates a turmoil inside of them. Then it becomes dangerous. If a lesbian straps on, how can she say I that's been I've wanted to have an ask a lesbian conversation. That's a good question. Devon D. Mickey. He's sharp. My friendships, you had to put that S on the end, are predicated by their sexual preferences. Boundaries are established, and I'm a 100% heterosexual married man, but I have several homosexual and lesbian friends. Now, Mickey, you can't help it. You in the music industry. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You can't help it. You gonna have gay friends. It's gonna be a whole lot of skin slapping, and that ain't got nothing to do with drums. It's gonna be both ways. I've noticed a lot of women in the industry as well, man. We tend to put the onus on men. Gay women have been sliding through under the radar. Gay women been sliding through under the radar. Listen, these beards out here, it's a lot of bearding. It's a lot of married couples that's just it's a lot of married couples that's just married so that in the public y'all can look like it's right. Y'all are presenting an image to the public. Oh, in church music, absolutely. Church, secular, all of it. I think the difference, I think the only difference in church and secular music is it's way more acceptable in secular music. In secular music, everybody be like, hey, come be Duran, Bernard, I can't remember. I was on a TV show with him. Super gay. I'm talking about it doesn't get any gayer than this guy. Duran, I think is his name. I don't know his last name. Super gay. But I don't know if he could be that gay and accept it in the church. I don't know if you can. You can be, here's the thing about it. You can be super gay in church. You just can't say you super gay. Like we've all known people in church who are ultra gay. We be like, this brother poops Skittles. He's just that gay. But he can never say it in church. He can never say he's gay in church. He just gotta be gay. I mean, just ultra flamboyant, blah, 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 blah. See, that's the whole thing. I don't want to say it's Marvin because then people are gonna think Marvin Sapp, and I know Marvin, and I don't want him to be like I'm out there saying that he's super gay. And but it goes both ways. It's ladies in the church that you know. You be like, why Sister Martha ain't never brought a man to church? We ain't never seen her lust after a deacon. But she watches offering as strong as the men do. That's when you can make the separation in church. Watch them walk around for offering. You're gonna find out who like what. Church offering is a meat parade. I love it. It's my favorite part of church. I love when that offering happened. Ooh, look at her. Yeah. Go give your 10%. Okay, strut a little. Whoa, what was that? Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Ladies, y'all be watching too. I ain't even gonna lie. When I walk and take my offering around at church, I feel a little bit like the lady on Waiting to Exhale. I be walking, I be like, are they watching? I'm like, are they watching? Are they watching? Oh yeah, they watching. So I'm kind of cautious. You know, you gotta watch how you want to try to make sure you got a Denzel walk going. You want to make sure you are exuding super sexy when you're going up. You know, you want to be as sexy as possible at offering time. That's why a lot of times I don't even give. Oh, if your church is passing the plate, I'm not coming. I'm not coming to your church, y'all passing the plate. Ain't nobody got time for that. You taking all the fun out of church. No, you sending it in through an app. No, y'all killing church. What's the point? When they used to walk down the aisle in the robes, when they used to walk down the aisle in the robes, that won't no fun because that robe won't shape showing. That robe was too flowy. You couldn't see what the choir had. But now that the praise team come out in their own clothes, goodness, yes, clap for me. I'm here. I'm all in for it. It's a different time, man. And y'all taking away the walk around. The walk around was classic. Hams and yams, hams and yams. Yes, Elliot. We understand that, Elliot. Everybody understands that you don't go to church for a parade. You go to church to have a relationship with Christ. And actually, you don't go to church to have a relationship with Christ, Elliot. I know you came on here and you made an attempt to be super holy, but you missed the mark. The mark was here, you missed it. You don't go to church to have a relationship with Christ because I can have a relationship with Christ at the bus stop. I can go to McDonald's have a relationship with Christ. No matter where I am and have a relationship with Christ, I can have a relationship with Christ anywhere. Just wanted to make sure you understood that. That is not why you go to church. But I do appreciate you attempting that. I do appreciate you trying that one. Yeah, so y'all ruining it then when y'all start that whole online push pay, leaving in the bin when you came in. You lost it. And now Elliot ain't gonna never watch my show again because I done went left. I saw that last night, man. Holding this is gone way too far. Holding this is gone way too far. I seen two good friends of mine last night unfriend each other. They was good friends, and I'm pretty sure. Latroy said, all this time, what? That's not why we go. No, I know why you go to church. I don't go to the mall to see people, but it's an add-on. If I go to the mall and I see a few things walk through, they done walk through. I enjoy hams and yams. I'm a man. Men are visual creatures. Man, I enjoy watching it. Oh, I keep my dialogue open. My dialogue is as open as it's going as Latroy's bread basket. My dialogue and Latroy's bread basket open. I'm honest about it. I still think that I still think that even I'm watching the Latroy and James dialogue go through. I didn't want to put too much. I didn't want to put too much into it because I didn't want it to become contentious. I still think that one of the things that I started seeing in these quote unquote last and evil days, it's been the last and evil days probably for the last 600-700 years. What I see in these last and evil days is that we've started. Christians have become the morality police. Christians are starting to become um so hardcore. We're getting back to the time where Christians used to hang people and kill them if you didn't believe what they believed, and if you didn't see it as the way that they saw it, and you're a heretic. And yeah, you got to watch Latroy. He probably is there to eat the meat, and that's a long story. I saw two good friends of mine last. I wanted to interject so bad, but I saw it late. It was two friends of mine, both with great hearts, both love God, but both of them love God differently. One is a Shiite Christian, and the other is more of a hippie Christian. And so they were both going at it, and it came from something that I have to deal with, and I might even talk about it tomorrow's show. Matter of fact, we at an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and end today's show. on where it is today. Let people be people. I think that if we can start to be accepting of people, flaws and all, um, oh, James, what do you mean? When did Christians kill people? It's been in the Bible for years. And then when we start talking about Western civilization, when we talk about Catholicism and Catholics or Christians, they have killed a lot of people. The Catholic Church, they have killed in the name of the Catholic Church. When you have the Salem witch hunts, that was Christian people who believed in God killing them because they thought they was witches. Like Christians have killed. Christians are killers. The Crusades, listen, not only the Crusades was when Christians was killing, it's also now probably the name of a quartet. Yeah, I ain't gonna take Christians and listen. A lot of this church, a lot of the church has been built in blood. Oh, well, Devon, hunch is the title because every Wednesday is a hunch day. We talk about hunching. We hunch before lunch. The key to the show on Wednesday is that you start hunching. I want everybody to be out there hunching somebody. And the key for me is hunching is about you making somebody feel good. So I want you to make somebody feel good. That's what Halle Berry said, make me feel good. I want everybody to make somebody feel good, even if that somebody is them. You need to go make somebody feel good. And you ain't got to be in a sexual encounter with nobody to make them feel good. The other day I was in 7-Eleven, a young lady came in and I told her, I was like, hey, don't ever let anybody take away your smile. And man, when I tell you, you would have thought I gave her $1,000,000 just for me telling her, hey, look, don't let nobody take away your smile today. And she just glowed. So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You can't call yourself a Christian and you judge people. If you think something is a sin, who are we to judge because someone else sins differently than you? That's weird. It is. Now, I, there's two sides to that coin. Everything ain't necessarily judging. I can't make a judgment on your character. I can't make a judgment on your being. If your shoes on the wrong feet, I can be like, your shoes on the wrong feet. I'm not judging you by telling you your shoes on the wrong feet. I'm just stating something. Hey, your shoes on your wrong feet. Where the problem comes in to me with Christians is when you be like, oh, I can't be around you. You don't wear your shoes on the right feet. I can tell you all day Nike is better than Reebok. And we all know that's a fact. The problem comes is when we say, I can't deal with you. Oh no, you got on Reeboks. There's no way you can see heaven. Oh no. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? So that's to me. Judgment, we all gonna make judgments. We all gonna make decisions. You all gonna be like, for example, people don't like pedophiles. I'm judging. You sleep with children, I'm gonna judge you. I have made a judgment. Yes, your sin is different than mine, but I think your sin is the worst. That's me, right? My problem would be if I can't love you for that. My problem would be if I can't find a way to love you as a person. I don't have to like you as a person. I don't have to like your actions. But I still feel like I can't throw rocks at you. I can't try to cut your head off because you out there taking little boy peen. That would be the hypocrisy. And to be honest, that's something that we all got to try to deal with. That's that to be honest, for me, I gotta get to a place where I don't hate you immediately because you've done this. I got to. Here's what's crazy about it, right? Here's what's crazy about it. And I'm not making an excuse for it or anything of that nature, right? But I'm just telling y'all, a lot of the stuff that we decide that we gotta do is all societal. It's all societal norms. It's all becomes societal norms. It's so crazy to me, right? Let's if we want to be honest, People always be like, "Oh my God, R. Kelly is nasty. R. Kelly was with kids. R. Kelly did this. He's horrible individual. How can you do this? I would never watch this." And people love The Color Purple. People love The Color Purple. Y'all know Celie knowing that it was grown. They gave that man, here, take my daughter. She's ugly. She ain't a looker, but she works hard. She also won 18. So we all sound like boom. Societal norms. 70 years ago, you go get you a wife at 12, 13. Now, as we realize, as we got older, we realized probably not something we should do. I'm gonna blow some of y'all mind. I'm gonna blow some of y'all mind. Y'all, this gonna be a mind blower. You had Adam and Eve. You had Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel had wives. Where the wives come from? Was God, now did God have a factory going? Or did Adam and Eve create the wives and then ended up, so they married their sisters? You see where I'm at? They was out there sleeping with siblings. Some of y'all be like, "Oh my God." Now, you better not be too, yeah. I almost threw up in my mouth. You don't do it. Times have changed, societal norms change, things of that nature. So sometimes we be fighting over societal norms or whatever. I don't think James is super. I think James is a regular holy. I think James, I think James sets up what his standard is. And I don't have a problem with people setting what their standard is. Oh no, James, I get why it happened. I get why they did it. I'm just telling you that happened. I don't think James is super. I think James is regular holy. I think James sets his standard. I don't have a problem with people being like, this is what I believe. But what I do have a problem with is when people are too close-minded to accept that everybody's not gonna believe the way that you believe. And you can't figure out a way to be respectful of what their belief is. I see it all the time in the debate between pork and turkey bacon. I see it all the time. There's pork, there's turkey bacon. And in reality, they're both bacons. If you believe in pork bacon, I don't have any right to be like, you nasty. I hope your insides fall out. And then turkey bacon people, pork people shouldn't be like, oh my God, you sitting over there eating cardboard. I can accept the differences. I mean, you like pork bacon, cool. It ain't for me. It ain't for me, but I'm glad that that's what you like. So now I know, don't even come over here. I can't even offer you no turkey bacon. I think that's fine. I think it's fine when a James comes in and James say, these are my ideas, these are my standards, this is what I believe. So don't even walk over here with that, because that's not me. I ain't finna go with it. I don't smoke. But I don't judge people that do smoke. But I'm telling you now, you can't come in my house and smoke. That's just me. I don't care what you do outside, and I ain't gonna try to make boom. See, you know what? Now Snoop, now we were doing good. We're doing good. We were on a great friendship train, and then you bring this out. See, this is why. That's all it is. You put your Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. It's crazy out here. Lot's daughter got him drunk and raped him. Yeah, that one for creation. We got, man, you got all, if you look at the Bible, hey, you got women in there. Hey, I'm going to tell you how to get them. Put this on, make yourself a little furry. Like, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. It's crazy. Women in there telling women how to get it. Listen, Cowboy fans, God bless them. God bless them. Now, we can ready to get off the show, man. This is great. This is a great show, man. The dialogue is amazing. You all, by far, I don't have the viewers of I don't have millions of viewers and things of that nature, but the people that come in, the 400 or 500 that come in per day, yeah, being a Cowboy fan is sin, and that is a trick of the devil. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That right there is. I don't have millions of people that come on every day. Thank you, Tam, for believing that I will. I believe it too. But the 400-500 that come on right now, I am so appreciative of you all. You all make this show worth me coming on in the morning. I was going to say make me coming. I was like, y'all make it worth coming. Y'all already know that I ain't, I'm a virgin, so that ain't something that I do. But I'm so appreciative of y'all, man, and everything that y'all do. So tomorrow, see me at 10:30. See me at 10:30. 10:30. I gotta take pictures. Yeah, I will see you at 10:30, Tony. Yeah, LaTroy, like and share when I come on. Don't forget to come to my show that's coming up on the 26th. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, there's gonna be a whole live gay there. my man, my man Anthony Oakes he's very gay, and he openly talks about it. And it was a big step for me because I was like, I want my audience to get, and that's gonna lead me to the conversation we're gonna have tomorrow. We gotta have this conversation tomorrow. I saw a friend of mine get attacked by another friend of mine. She's gonna say she didn't attack him, but it was a clear attack. It was an ambush of epic proportions. And we're gonna talk about it. So we'll talk about that tomorrow on my Christian versus clean. We're gonna talk about Christian versus clean comedy tomorrow. And we're gonna talk about what you're gonna do, a live guy, a whole live gay. We're gonna have a whole gay and a woman on the show. So my man Anthony Oakes, my girl Stiletto is gonna be there. Just let y'all know, they may even slip out a cuss word. Not gonna guarantee it, but it could happen. So it's gonna be fun. Y'all come in for that. Tomorrow's conversation, please tune in for tomorrow because I gotta discuss this, and I'm gonna talk about my own personal life and some things that go on in my own world. So that's gonna be weird. All right, man. We out of here until tomorrow, man. I kept y'all an hour and 13 minutes. That's way too long, man. That is officially a hostage situation. Remember, it's hunch day, man. Y'all go hunch before lunch. Make somebody feel good, even if that's somebody. Perfect. Wow. Playing. All right, man. I'm out.
Kick your shoes
Love
off,
y'all.
take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy show.